chapter 16. And the lot of the children of Joseph went out from the Jordan at Jericho, at the waters of Jericho, on the east, going up from Jericho through the hill country to the wilderness, even to Bethel. And it went out from Beth-el-luz, and passed along under the border of the Archites to Ataroth. And it went down westward to the border of the Japhlethites, unto the border of Beth-horon, the nether, even unto Gezer. And the goings out thereof were at the sea. And the children of Joseph, Manasseh, and Ephraim, took their inheritance. And the border of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, was this. Even the border of their inheritance eastward was Atroth Adar, unto Beth-horon the upper. And the border went out westward, Michmethath being on the north, and the border turned about eastward unto Tanath Shalom, and passed along it on the east of Genoa. And it went down from Genoa to Ataroth, and to Nara, and reached unto Jericho, and went out at the Jordan. From Tappuah the border went along westward to the brook of Kanah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, according to their families, together with their cities, which were separated for the children of Ephraim in the midst of their inheritance of the children of Manasseh, and all the cities which their villages, with their villages. And they drove not out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelt in the midst of Ephraim unto this day, and became servants to do task work. All right, let's go back up here to verse 1. And the lot of the children of Joseph went out from the Jordan at Jericho, at the waters of Jericho on the east, going up from Jericho through the hill country to the wilderness, even to Bethel. All right, and all we're doing is that's where we're going to start, where the Jordan River and the Jericho is. This is a few miles north of the Salt Sea. We're just above the area where Judah's line is, and we're going to start, and we're going to kind of head in the northward towards Bethel. And all we're going to do is draw a northern line across the nation for the borders of Ephraim too. And it went out from Beth-el-luz and passed along into the border of Archites to Ataroth. And probably what this Beth-el-luz is probably, Bethel means the house of God, and Luz means almond tree. It may be the almond tree that was planted by the altar there that Jacob had built, or it may have been a small town that had some almond trees growing around it. 3. And it went down westward to the border of the Japhlethites, unto the border of Beth-horon, the nether, even unto Gezer, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. So basically all we did was did a little jag down and shot straight across to the sea. And the children of Joseph and Manasseh and Ephraim took their inheritance. And basically all we did, I think, was just kind of make a hook and take out a big hunk in the land. 5. And the border of children of Ephraim, according to their families, was this. Even the border of their inheritance eastward was Atroth Adar, unto Beth-horon the upper. Verse 6. And the border went out westward, to Michmethath being on the north, and the border turned about eastward unto Tanath Shiloh, and passed along it on the east of Yanoah. These little towns are the towns we would be connecting dot to dot along this border. Verse 7. And it went down from Genoa to Ataroth, and to Nara, and reached unto Jericho, and went out at the Jordan. And this would have been where we started. And basically all we did was make a circle, because I believe we're defining Ephraim 8. From Tappuah, the border went along eastward to the brook of Kanah, and the goings out thereof were at the sea. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Ephraim, according to their families. Verse 9, and this would be the sum of the whole inheritance. Verse 9, together with the cities which were separated for the children of Ephraim in the midst of the inheritance of the children of Manasseh, all the cities with their villages. Because we remember Manasseh got half their inheritance on the other side of the Jordan. Verse 10, but we have already defined that area on the other side of the Jordan, and this definition does not include that. Verse 10, and they drove not out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelt in the midst of Ephraim unto this day, and became servants to do task work. So we see that they was unable to drive out the Canaanites that dwelt in Gezer, and the Canaanites still dwelt there even unto the day when David would become king. And the land did not have rest from war. They brought these people under servitude, but these people are going to grow up to be a great thorn in their side. And once again, we see another little thorn bush here in the house of Ephraim. All right, we're going to move on to chapter 17.